Hey guys, have any of you ever had a big dream or wanted to make a huge lifestyle change, but that fear gremlin in the back of your mind said, oh no, you're going to sit right here in your comfort zone, you're going to live out your life, and you're just going to be grateful for the things that you have? Well, I was there about a year and a half ago. And in this Wisdomish podcast, I just want to talk a little bit about why I chose RV life over a stick-built home. Because honestly, living an RV life was never a thought in my mind. And it's been scary, it's been challenging, but it has been absolutely amazing. And even though I do have other dreams and other lifestyle changes and other goals that I'm chasing, this one right now is the biggest part of my next chapter. So maybe in me sharing why I chose this and what it means to me, besides the obvious of living in an RV, maybe it can encourage some of you to also just, even if it's baby steps, just to take steps towards whatever dream it is that's out there, that's just beyond your grasp, that you can see it, you can feel it, you can sometimes even taste it, but you just can't reach it. And no matter what the reason is, it's just about taking a leap. It's about a leap of faith. It's about just trying, because we get one life. So if you're not going to chase your dreams and you're going to just sit comfortably in your comfort zone for the rest of your life, then you go for it. But that's not me, and that's not what I'm doing, and that's not what I'm encouraging all of you to do. So without further rambling, because as some of you know, I like to ramble, and when I'm creating these videos and these podcasts now, they're all unscripted. So I will get off track. I will ramble a little bit, but I will keep my notes right in front of me, and I will make sure I get back on track so I don't waste too much of your time. For me, living in an RV was not a high priority. It never was something I thought about. I thought living in an RV meant going camping. And in a fancy RV, I thought it meant glamping. Sounds great. Something that you do 2 or 3 times a year, or, with the family, and everybody else does it too. I don't know what I thought. I never really thought about it. I never had an opportunity. I never had a camper before my entire life. When I was growing up, my father had like this baby pop-up camper that he used to take us places in and make us sleep in, and it was horrible. I hated every second of it. So camping, no thanks. I've never been that kind of gal. But the RVs nowadays are so different. So the reason that I even got into it and thought about it was because my daughter was going to college last year. I lived my entire last 18 years for her as a single mom, working a job that I loved at the beginning until it burnt me out. But when she was going to college, I had like this huge, ginormous plan of moving to a beach in, I don't know, maybe Mexico, somewhere nice. The beaches down there are nice. And I thought I would live in a hut on the beach. I would bartend at night, and I would meet a bunch of new cool people, and I would just hang out and live the life. I'd use the money I made from bartending to pay for my minimal hut and all the things that I needed, and that's how I would live out the rest of my life. I mean, it sounds pretty amazing even now, even though I'm chasing a different dream. But here's the thing. Now, I did choose a different path. I chose a semi-fancy rig to live in, and it's kind of like a hut on wheels. Right now, we are 3 miles from, and I'm saying we, meaning me and my dog is, in case anybody doesn't know, I have my travel companion, my Chihuahua. Not the best when it comes to, keeping me company all the time or conversation, but he does like to go everywhere with me, and I pretty much take him everywhere I go. He does not like the beach, however, which is a complete downer. He's scared of the waves, and he thinks that the sand is some sort of sticky thing that just won't come off him. So he steps all weirdly in it. But anyway, I digress. My point is that when my sister said, you should get an RV and you should get on the road and you should travel full time, I said, that's a bunch of hockey puck. Why would I want to do that? I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't know where I'm going. I don't know how to tow a 40-foot trailer. I don't even have a truck. But guess what? In a matter of 4 months after deciding that that's exactly what I was going to do, I made it work. And I got on the road. And it has been scary as turkey butt, the whole time. I've made so many mistakes. I have plenty more to make, I'm sure. But I have also loved every second of it. And I know that there are so much more exciting things to come. But again, back to the why I chose it versus the house. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't choose a house. A, I've owned houses, and they're a lot of work. And B, I really don't like the landscaping. I don't like to do yard work. I really don't. It's one of my biggest things that I really don't like to do. I would rather clean the toilet and scrape out the hair out of the shower drain than do landscaping or yard work. I don't know what it is. I think that when I was growing up, we were at my grandmother's house during the summers, and every weekend we had to, me and my cousins, there were 4 of us, there were 4 of us, we had to cut 4 acres worth of grass, trim all of the trees, weed eat everywhere, pick up all the stuff that shouldn't be there, and then we could enjoy the rest of the week. At 12 and 13 years old, that's a lot. So ever since then, I've hated the yard work, and I refuse to do it. So living in an RV, I have no yard. I really own no land. I just own what's on top of the land. So that's great. Plus, again, I've owned houses, and I know the maintenance and the structure, and there's a hurricane coming, you just can't pick up your house and move it. If there's a tornado, you gotta leave the house. I mean, it's just so much. So having an RV, I can just leave. I can literally attach my truck to my home and move and go somewhere else. It is amazing. Plus, I do love to travel, a lot. And for my part-time job, I fly everywhere, but I hate flying. There's always a delay. You always miss your next flight. The food on the flights, there really isn't any. You get a bag of some sort of nut. That's great. I can buy that myself. Thank you. But it's just a lot. The amount of time that you spend driving to the airport, parking, and getting on the flight after getting through security, getting your bag flagged because you forgot that bottle of water in the side pocket of your bag that's going through security. It's just so much. And the hours that you spend doing that, I spend 4 to 5 hours driving to my next location in my home. If I have to use the bathroom, I stop on the side of the road, I come into my home, and I use my bathroom. You can't do that in an airplane. You're lucky if you can get up for 5 minutes in an airplane to use the bathroom. That being said, yes, choosing to buy an RV, buy a big truck, trade in my old life was super scary. I had a good job. I loved my job for the first decade that I worked there, but then I got burnt out. And even before the RV life thing was coming up into fruition, I was already burnt out. I was struggling going to that job every single day. I hadn't really thought about doing anything else. I just thought maybe I just have to suck it up and deal with it. But buying an RV and being just the thought of traveling and being out on the open road, it gave me a whole new perspective. I didn't really know what I was going to do. And even now, a year later, I'm still struggling with that a little bit. But I don't think I would ever trade this life for anything else, ever. I will struggle all day long if it means that I can still be where I am, because I do have faith in myself. I'm a very strong, independent woman. I was raised that way, and I have always taken care of myself, and I always will. And I know that I can do this. And the idea of going back to my comfort zone, to a small apartment or a house where I A, have to cut the grass, but B, I can't just pick up and go forever, because there's still mortgage payments, there's still homeowners payments, there's all this other stuff. And it just doesn't seem like that is worthwhile to me. There's also the daughter factor. She has been fortunate enough to be able to travel with me, and we've gone places. We actually went to Hawaii when she was like 12, and I saved up a ton for that, and it was just her and I, and it was amazing. And if I could drive to Hawaii right now, that is where I would be going, and nobody or nothing could stop me. But until they build that bridge, I will just be patient. So she now, because I am all over the US, she is able to fly from Maryland to see me whenever she wants, and also experience these amazing little places that she would never have any reason to go. I mean, she's not going to buy an RV. She's in college. She has her own future to worry about right now. But that is also a huge bonus about choosing RV life over owning a house. And along those same notes, we can spend Christmas on the beach if we want. And we can spend 4th of July in the mountains if we want. Another reason for the RV life and why it's better than living in a house is because it's so much smaller. Smaller space, less stuff. Less stuff, less to clean, less to pack, less to leave to your kids when you're gone. Just less. Why do we need all of this stuff? I'm in the place of decluttering right now, and I have to tell you, even in this 400 square foot space, I have so much stuff. I don't know sometimes how I moved from the apartment, which was 1,200 square feet, to this, because I had so much stuff then. But now I spend like an evening vacuuming, because I always vacuum before dinner, and maybe 2 hours on a Sunday just cleaning. And that's it. I don't have to plan my entire Sunday. So there are all those reasons. And the other reasons that I've learned so far is that because I'm trying new things, the visiting new places and seeing new things means trying new things. And because I am in a place by myself where I'm single and solo, I have a lot more time to myself. So I get to do all of the things and hobbies that I've been passionate about for so long, but I've been putting off. And I also get to meet so many new people. In every place that I've been, the amount of people that I meet, it's amazing. And they are amazing. I would never do that in the same neighborhood, in the same house, seeing the same people every single day. So I guess the overall underlying reason is that it was new and it's a challenge. And I am all for challenging myself and trying new things. That is one thing that living means to me. It means stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something that you're scared of, maybe succeeding, maybe failing, but either way, just give it a shot. Who knows? It may be the greatest thing after like wine, especially California wine. And if it comes in a box that's called black box, even better. So on the ending note, this RV life choice has been challenging. It has been fun. It has been super exciting, very adventurous, and super scary at the same time. But I would not trade it for anything. And I'm encouraging all of you to do the same. I have a little bit of homework for you. I want you to write down 3 things that are dreams or lifestyle changes that you've kind of been thinking about, but you just haven't acted on yet. And then I want you to pick one, and I want you to jot down a quick note on how that could possibly get started in your life. And then I want you to share it with me. And then I want you to subscribe, because I need you guys to share this journey with me. I want you guys to share this journey with me. And it's not just about my journey, it's about your journey. So please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those great things. And that's going to be my wisdom-ish for the day. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.